Is that it?
You want me to go into the full solo?
No, I didn't. Oh, well, I don't know. I guess I just figured there's more to it than just that.
Ooh, and I wonder. Ooh, makes me wonder. That's pretty much that whole riff that I
Well, that's the extent of it. Okay, well, hello, everyone. It's episode 0.5, I guess you could say, of the Tar and Feathered podcast.
Sorry to disappoint you with the riff.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't nearly as awesome as I thought it was going to be. But,
we can always do Rockstar.
You did just learn Rockstar.
I did. By ear.
Yeah.
It's only 3 notes.
It's not that hard. Yeah, well, I was about to make the comment. It's not that hard of a song.
Not like some Hollywood Undead.
No, the Charlie scene has got a weenie that he loves to show. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's not that iconic.
Yeah.
Just be trapping all night.
Trapping all night, eh?
I ain't talking about the fur bearers neither. I like good old back home Indiana.
Okay. Well, what do you want? What do you want to discuss right now? Since again, still more of this I guess you could say open mic, free verse kind of thing. What exactly is it you're wanting to discuss right now?
Celebrities having political opinions for no reason, like Jim Carrey, who has just been on an absolute fucking unit about Trump.
You might want to come a little bit closer to the mic, but yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Jim
he's
Carrey.
just been nonstop. Everything he does, his entire career is about fucking with Trump.
Are you saying that he's a unit now?
He is an absolute
unit.
I would put that designation to him. He has earned that title.
All right. Well, as you put that away, I will begin the opening discussion on that. I don't know. I do kind of like when Kanye talks mad shit.
See, that's like real life shit posting, though.
Yeah?
Like, that's not like Jim Carrey's getting legitimately furious and angry and going out like a lot of these celebrities are, which I get it. They all live in California. They're from California. That's their audience. Mm-hmm. It's the people they work for. That's their bosses.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Am I being too quiet?
Maybe just a tad. I think you're fine.
I can be louder.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I can boost this in post. It's
boost
fine. I'll boost it. I just want to make sure that it's just good enough to where we can hear it. Because if it's so low that I can't even boost it, then
go ahead, say it.
Completely.
Enhance. We're zooming in on that shit. It might be 2 pixels.
I always love. I do on a very slight tangent off of this because I want to stay on topic. But yeah, on like CSI where they're like zoom in, and then it goes enhance. It's like you don't understand that.
Yeah, clean that
pixel.
Image up, like
the picture can't be cleaned up pixel wise unless you go through a there is a program that can do it, but it's basically guessing. It's basically guessing as to what it thinks would be here.
It's like an artist's interpretation.
Otherwise, no, there's no such thing as enhancing. Like, that's not a thing.
If it's not there, it's not there.
Yeah, it's just... If this is the photo, it's the photo.
Yeah.
Unless you want to painstakingly go through each individual pixel yourself.
Yeah, this looks like a 4. I suck
and
at
even
captions.
Then,
I can't even do captions, let alone that bullshit.
And even then, that's... you guessing... Still, like, I think this pixel would have gone here. I think this pixel would have gone here.
This was definitely brown instead of black, or dark red, or maroon.
But before, because we should probably I like starting with song, but then we should also then give obviously our introduction, and then discuss what it is we're drinking at the time before we go into this topic.
You think that's too much of a plug for companies that don't give a fuck about us?
No.
No.
I think it's fine. I think it's absolutely fine.
Well, for the listeners, we have these handy dandy red Solo cups. They're fine for every festival and occasion. There's a whole Toby Keith song about them. Mm-hmm. I really love how they're disposable, but I really hate how they crack.
What is it that you are drinking right now, sir?
We got some fine and dandy Wild Turkey Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Mm-hmm. Supported by Matthew McConaughey and Hey, Hey, Hey.
And what are you mixing that with?
Oh, just some generic cola.
Okay, got it. And I am currently drinking some Jägermeister mixed with, wait for it, Mountain Dew. Yes, Mountain Dew, because
so we have
I save on money.
Drinking the German drink, which fits.
I guess, sure.
And no one knows where the hell Byerly comes from, so it doesn't matter what I'm drinking.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. No. And so back on topic.
Jim
so
Carrey,
that is what
he is a loony. After he ran that bitch over and killed her with his car, he's just been on the deep end.
Did he run?
He killed somebody, inadvertently. I think it was with his car.
Wait, when I do not actually know.
Remember that because
this.
he grew his big giant beard and everything.
Yeah, but I don't remember him killing a human being. I don't remember that. I've never heard of that.
Maybe I got him confused with somebody else. It fits him though. When I think of Jim Carrey, him being crazy.
Sure, but I personally don't remember.
Cleared an involvement of his ex-girlfriend's death.
Oh, okay.
The fact that he had to go to court to prove he was innocent is kind of sketchy in and of itself. Oh, she died of a drug overdose in 2015.
Oh, okay. That's a lot, that's completely different than just he killed his girlfriend.
If the glove don't fit.
That's completely different than what you were saying.
Oh, no, I still blame Courtney Love.
For a shotgun blast to the face?
Yeah. She had gun residue in her hand the next day, and she is extremely anti-gun. What's up with that? You tell me. Dave Grohl wrote a whole song about it.
I mean, it was the coroner was saying that, the amount of drugs in his system, he probably wouldn't have been able to, stood up, yet he was able to,
get his
hook his toe into the shotgun and everything, so it just kind of sounded, a little weird that he was able to do that.
And she's just an awful person regardless. Everything I've ever seen about her.
She's pretty crazy. She is...
withholding comments about females in general.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
female listeners, I don't mean that. I love you. There are no.
We have female listeners.
We have listeners.
We have listeners.
What fucking losers sitting here listening to this?
Yeah.
We love you if you're out there, but if you're not out there, screaming into the ether.
The ether?
The ether. The ethereal. The ether. Never heard
ether?
that phrase? Ether, whatever.
Ether?
However the fuck you want to say it.
Yeah, I believe it's ether. And by I believe, I mean it's ether.
Is there a difference?
In pronunciation? Yes. Ether is there from ether. Ether is your cousin.
Drugs gonna knock you out. Or that Pokemon potion you need to restore your PP.
Yeah.
Which I always save for the end, and I never end up using.
No one ever uses any gear in Pokemon. When your girl wants you to go deeper in her, there's no PP left. Yeah. That joke.
I can't wait till the new Deadpool Pokemon crossover. That's gonna be fantastic.
All right, because this is not a current episode, I'm okay with this, but we need to stay on topic.
Yes.
We will have topics. And we have to curtail our...
Jim Carrey's gone overboard.
Yes, I already was thinking about that. Jim Carrey,
the
sure.
only pseudo-celebrity I'm okay with having a political opinion...
Kanye West.
I was going to say Tom Morello.
For some reason I thought... I was thinking Tom DeLonge for a second. So, the FBI, right?
No, he's a loon. Jamie, you hear him?
Hey, Jamie.
Jamie.
Okay, so,
it's complete bullshit.
What is happening right
Yeah, exactly. Tom Morello,
Yeah, he actually
I
has
guess.
a master's degree in political science. I can respect that.
Okay, so whatever. It doesn't
He has
really
a
matter.
more educated opinion than I would say probably any other.
Yeah, but I would.
Pseudo-celebrity.
But here's my thing though. Like, what percentage of politicians have a political science degree? You know what I mean?
No, they're all lawmakers. What do you mean?
There's a large, I would say, majority that do not have a political science degree or
No,
background.
they're almost all lawyers. Why
Yeah,
we have
that's what I'm
lawyers
saying.
running
Is
our country
you
is
really don't
absurd.
need political science necessarily. It's just
No, but to
Somewhat
actually
competent.
know the theory behind it is good. Just
well, evolution's only a theory.
so is penicillin.
Well, gravity is also a theory.
Yeah, we have no fucking clue what.
We have a
gravity
law of
is.
gravity and a theory of gravity.
But we don't know what it is.
Well, we have a law of gravity and a theory of
Yeah,
gravity.
but
We
that-
know what gravity is, yeah.
We know what it does. We don't know what it is.
I guess.
We don't know what causes gravity. We have a rough idea. Like, okay, you get a lot
Mass.
of mass.
Mass
You get
causes
gravity out
gravity.
of somewhere somehow. We don't fucking know.
But
it's there.
that's not true. We
Y'all-
do know where it comes
Nope,
from.
that's it's not proven at all because they've recently found out that like for the longest time they thought like the massive gravity of like supermassive black holes, great album, would
Plug.
affect gravity. I mean, the gravity from that would affect time, but now it doesn't. So it throws out their theory of what gravity is.
Gravity does affect time
It's been
when you're
disproven.
close enough.
Nope.
Yet. What? No.
Nope, the newest science has shown otherwise. At least more recent studies.
That's
They-
ridiculous. I would have to look that up to know what you're talking about,
Look it up,
but
Jamie.
gravity absolutely affects time. If you
Theory of relativity, yes. Got it. Great, cool,
What?
fine, dandy. But
if something
Always.
is super massive and you're next to it, you will age far slower
But
than someone that's away from it.
that's one of those extreme theories we have no way of testing.
Well, if it's a theory, a scientific theory, that means we've proven it beyond a reasonable
No,
doubt.
that's mostly a logic problem. Like on paper, it makes sense. Just like when we're getting into the quantum levels of physics, like there's shit that none of the old rules apply to this. That's why they have that separate sector of quantum physics, because the regular rules of physics no longer fucking apply here to your quarks and all your other fucking little tiny bullshit. That's kind of what the whole Stephen Hawking's history of history of time, short history of time, whatever the hell it's called. That's the premise of it. Is like explaining this new, at the time, it was this new theory of what quantum physics actually is.
I don't necessarily know enough
'Cause
to
you're not
really
enough of a nerd.
to debate that, but what I do know is gravity does affect time.
They no longer
and
think that's the case.
I'll have to do more research on them.
Noted.
Anyway, back to
Celebrities being crazy.
man,
you know.
this is why these videos are probably going to take forever. Celebrity opinions on politics. So like
Yeah,
Kanye,
like,
right?
get
Kanye. So okay, I want to throw this out there. Kanye was, for a while, a darling of the right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, and then everyone else was like the Huffington Post and all of them were like, he is
he's
such
an
a
Uncle
traitor.
Tom.
They were throwing out ancient ass racial slurs.
He's
that were
a
just
race traitor.
which is what people used to say when white people married
Would
black
date
people.
blacks, exactly. Yeah.
That's what To Kill a Mockingbird's about. They might have put him on trial. It's
I guess
slightly
it-
different, yeah, but
The
The prejudice of the
Yeah,
time.
kind of. I wouldn't say necessarily.
just like
Yeah,
we
kind
had Joe from the old school Mark Twain.
of. Joe from he's from Joe. He's a good Joe from Tom Sawyer, or no, the Huckleberry Finn.
Both. He
Is
had
it
a more
both?
prominent role in Huckleberry Finn, but he was also
I thought it was
And-
just Huckleberry Finn.
no, he was like a side character, like a note,
in
like,
Tom
that's
Sawyer.
him,
Okay.
which is then Huckleberry Finn.
Finn
which
after Tom
him
Sawyer.
and
Yeah,
Joe
yeah.
went down the river just
Okay.
to prove that he could be a man, like the old Alabama song.
Yeah. You know, one of these days we're going to have a video just on specifically that word.
The sheriff's...
Yeah. Yep. But that's for a later time. But yeah, calling him, Uncle Tom and everything. And I the whole time was like, man, I love Kanye. But, oh my god, am I not going to listen to him about politics in the slightest.
Hold up. Trump, what you just said was great, but I think Beyonce...
had the greatest presidency of all time.
Give it up.
Everyone's like looks at him like, wait, what?
Where are you living?
What are you talking about,
The Confederate flag is now mine.
The Confederate flag is now mine.
I'm going to put it on all clothes because it's all clothes and it's all flag. We're changing the meaning.
But yeah, so it was like, I remember, like, Kanye, it's like, oh yeah, he's totally fine to have a voice, but when other people try to speak out, you know, for, like, liberal, like Beyonce, that came out for Beto O'Rourke.
Yeah,
a couple of days.
Vote thing.
Only a couple of days before the election, she posted on Instagram. By the way, she has millions and millions of followers.
Plug.
So, when she posts a video of her wearing a Beto hat...
She knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. And so, it's like... You know, is
like,
there
you're not
no
even from Texas. You've never lived in Texas.
I don't think she's ever... I don't think she's, at all from Texas in the slightest. Yeah. So it's very strange. But then again, when you're talking about senators, unlike governors and state representatives, state senators and representatives affect the whole country. So
which I would say
makes sense if
House
you're
representatives do as well, just on a lesser scale, like Rand Paul. Everyone knows who Rand Paul is. He's on national television all the time.
Yeah, but he's a senator, though.
But he started out as a representative. That's like where that's the springboard.
Sure, but I mean, what?
Like, so who we elect
what I was saying
was
state representatives and state
senators.
Like
state legislators.
Yeah, state legislators.
Yeah, no one gives a
things
that.
And governors. I don't really care because they only affect the current state you're in. If I don't live in Georgia, if I don't live in Florida, I don't care.
And the
but
only
like,
time it might matter is if they're voting on something that'll set a precedent for other states. Like Colorado led the way with pot legislation.
But even then, that's judiciary. I don't really care what the executive branch of their state says. It doesn't really have that much.
Now we have Mike Pence as vice president because we didn't care to not vote him into office.
I didn't care enough. I actually, hey, you know what? I'll say it right now. I voted for President Trump. I did.
I didn't vote last election. I feel bad.
In the 2016 election? Yeah. I didn't vote in the midterms.
No, because I was stuck here and I didn't know about the absentee ballots and all that other crap.
I didn't vote in the midterms because I legitimately did not care at all for the 5th district, nor did I care
Susan
about
Brooks.
Joe Donnelly versus...
Which he lost. Makes me sad. Whatever his actual Republican candidate
wherever the Republican of him... I didn't care who the Senate was. I didn't care about my... And by the way, both of them got elected. Both Republicans got elected. Yep. So it was like, whatever, anyway.
Yep.
And
now we have 2 Republican senators from Indiana.
Yep.
I'm fine with Todd
both
Young.
Our senators are Republicans.
Todd Young's awesome. Most of his policies I've agreed with.
It's Todd Young and...
the new dude.
It's like something German, ain't it? It's like...
Yeah, he's a small business owner from southern Indiana, which, that's his entire political background.
Dumped Joe Donnelly.
Oh, yeah.
He won by, 50,000 votes. Yeah. Mind you, this is the state of Indiana.
Well, that's what happens when your Democrat, any position, voted against Kavanaugh and publicly spoke up against him. Every single Democrat... He did.
No?
Yeah. Towards the end, he spoke up.
Did he?
Yep.
I thought he was one of the
He stayed out of it for a very long time, and then right there at the end, he is went with the party lines. He thought the party would save him in that big blue wave.
That big blue wave. That blue wave.
Turned out to be the splash of a Magikarp. It's okay. You have a slight majority in the House now.
No. After the recounts and everything, it pretty much was a blue wave. after the recounts and everything.
Well, I know Florida still went Republican. So
Yep. Florida?
after they tried to fuck that up on purpose like 4 different times.
I don't know, because my issue with that is you're basically saying that there's, like, voter fraud going on.
Yeah, there is, without a doubt, that same woman who had the same issue in the previous 2 elections just so happened, like, oh no, it's not working. Oh no, here's our results from this. And then, like, at the end, they all like, okay, a third party came in and did your job for you. And lo and behold, we got everything done. There's no problems with the timing. There's no problem with the counts. Here's what it is, without a doubt.
I don't like bringing up Ben Shapiro because obviously, like, my Ben Shapiro, but like he said something that was like, you know, a lot of recounts do go towards Democrats. I looked it up, and it was something astronomically ridiculous. Like 90% of recounts favor Democrats, which is not,
doesn't it?
So, well, there's really only, logically speaking, really only 2 possibilities then. Either A, Democrats are cheating in the recounts, or Republicans are cheating in the voting system. And I really don't know which one to believe
an entire
more.
Simpsons episode about that. I'd vote for John
Mitt Romney.
McCain. Oh, Mitt Romney.
Obama.
No,
Mitt Romney.
Another
another vote for Obama. No, Mitt Romney. A third vote for Obama.
Another one.
What? And then he like gets like taken into like a underground like area or whatever. But yeah, so really your only 2 possibilities are either Republicans or, as Democrats would say, blocking the vote, suppressing the vote.
Yeah, because voter
suppression.
Let me see your ID. No, that's voter suppression. It's like, hold up, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Well, here's my thing: is I've just seen so much like in certain cases there might
the system is broken when there's billions of dollars at stake.
Well, someone made the comment. It's like we're able to know who won the jackpot within hours.
Oh yeah, they know which tickets went where the winning ticket was, what store, what time of day.
Yet it took 2 weeks for the Florida Senate race to be confirmed. That
with this Tampa,
who's his name?
Al Gore.
What?
That was also another Florida vote fuck up. Remember?
Well, no, because Al Gore won the election, and yet he lost.
Yeah, they had to recount it though because they the tickets were hard to read. Because
if you've ever actually, I read into that, and Al Gore won Florida, which means he won the election. And the fact that the Supreme Court was just like, no, we'll decide on it. Don't worry. We got you. We'll decide on it.
I think it was
George W. Bush won.
I think it was all Dick Cheney's influence. I want to see that movie so bad. That new Dick Cheney movie. I can't wait till that comes
Vice presidents usually just
handle boring things.
Kind of like a nothing position. But if I take over some lesser roles like foreign policy,
DOD,
economy, military.
And George Bush just sitting there in wings. Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Oh yeah, I like the way that sounds.
Which I love the actor choice for that, by the way. Same dude who played Murdoch in the A-Team.
Yeah, well, he was in 3 Billboards. I forget what his name is. He was in 3 Billboards.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that's a very good movie.
Back on top of crazy celebrities.
Oh man, we cannot discuss a single topic without completely straying off.
But that's
so
what makes
easy.
It fun too.
I guess it does. But I don't. As much as I like the Joe Rogan podcast, I'm not trying to be a Joe Rogan podcast. I want us to discuss singular topics.
Well, he also has 2-3 hours.
I guess
he has people fly out there just to talk.
So let's condense this because we are at 24 minutes now. Let's focus and let's try to condense this into a very quick.
Get out the vote campaigns are. I applaud the intent. The execution is awful.
I'm completely against it. No, if
you're gonna vote,
I cannot. This is probably one of my more controversial positions. I am very much in favor of T.J. Kirk's position on voting, which is no. If you do not know anything about it, do not vote.
You're not being a responsible citizen.
Vote. And the second you vote, you can then you can't complain because you participated in the system that you voted in.
And you can't complain if you don't because you didn't participate.
Well, no, if you don't participate, you can complain. But the second you vote, you can't complain anymore. So, no, if you do not know the system that is in place and who is running, do not vote. I hate this idea of, oh, man, like, just...
You can keep talking. You know, you can see me. They can hear me. Keep talking.
I was going to regardless. I wasn't even going to tell them they were getting up to get another drink, but... Very well. You want to break the immersion. Anyway, as I was saying, no. If you, as I was saying before, no. If you do not know who is on the ballot, please, for the love of God, not vote.
You mean like
not vote?
Like Michelle Obama's whole thing, like it doesn't matter.
Yes, exactly.
If it has
doesn't
D
matter
next to it, a blue D, which stands for Democrat.
Because no, and this is something that we could do a whole I really want to write because that was the concept I was talking about where it's no longer about left versus right. It's about I think it should be changed to collective versus individualism or whatever. And so this could be a whole thing right here, just of what it comes down to is tribalism.
Yeah.
And tribalism is by far...
Tribalism is tearing this country apart because of those Republican devils.
No. Tribalism isn't our country's main issue. It's the conservative movement. That was the Salon piece. But anyway, what it comes down to is tribalism. And so all you see is, oh, I'm a Democrat, I vote... I'm a Republican, I vote Republican.
Hi, I'm Joe Donnelly. I'm relatable because I'm chopping wood.
Yep.
And I'm essentially a Republican in a Democrat's skin.
Exactly. So, no. Don't vote. Please, for the love of God, do not vote if you do not follow anything.
This ain't American Idol.
And,
texted
and this is, oh my God, I would say more than half. 60, 70%.
But what about with
this is a number I'm kind of pulling on my ass, but I would say roughly 60, 70% of people do not follow politics, so do not vote for the love of God. If you do not follow something, that would like me be going to I'm trying to think of an example. I'm going to a concert, right? That I know nothing about. I go in there, I'm just like, man, this guy sounds like garbage. Man, his audio is awful. Oh my, do you hear the mixing? It's like, oh yeah, what kind of background do you have in audio production? None. You understand how you kind of sound like a jackass when you know nothing about a topic, yet you want to voice an opinion? Well, the difference is, this isn't even voicing an opinion. This is, you're determining who makes laws for you, and this is what you're going on.
Ocasio-Cortez is signing laws, and she's using that executive power with the judiciaries.
Exactly. So, finally, on topic from the main topic that we're discussing, celebrities' opinions on politics. I think they should be completely ignored when they're completely vapid and have no actual input that is of any worth.
But what about the evolution of society? How do you keep how do you get 2 billion people involved? Or however, whatever the American population is. It's, I don't know. I know it's not even a billion, is it? Hundreds of millions. How do you get hundreds of millions of people involved? They're too dumb to know what basic science figures are.
Yeah.
They can't tell you, what is light.
It's about 320 million people.
Whatever it is. There's a lot of us.
That
is in a number I can't actually comprehend.
We're getting close. We're at 29 minutes right now. But yeah, no, I agree with you. How do you get that amount of people involved?
We can't even get them that.
My thing is this: I don't think there should be that many people involved because if I'm being real with you, that's like saying, well, how many people?
Are you saying that you're a proponent of eugenics?
No.
I think you are.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You said there shouldn't be this many people. What's your solution?
No,
Is it the final solution?
Yes,
You think we should tar and feather the population?
I like how you threw the name in there. No,
Self-plug.
what I'm getting at is
Hey,
I
don't
think
take the mic from me.
no, I was pulling it back, you dick. Anyway, no, obviously no. There shouldn't be that many people voting, or as in even voicing opinion in politics. In the same way, there's at most usually like only minorities of people voicing or doing things in certain fields. You'll never have a certain field where a majority of people are active in, whether or not that's driving, like transportation industry, the communications industry.
Oh man, what if we voted on driver's laws the way we voted for our representatives? What would the consequences of that be? Yeah, there's no speed limits anywhere. Maybe school zones. Everywhere else, it's the Autobahn. You're cruising through town and you're.
That's a completely different discussion that we will definitely have.
Like, the general...
And I'm almost all for that. In all honesty, I really am. But I want to close out this argument that we're discussing, and for that, which kind of again divulged into other things, but specifically for the voting, I don't think a lot of people should vote because most people don't care and don't follow, don't have the information necessary. And two, the original argument being, or the original discussion being celebrities in their knowledge or them voicing opinion in politics. They should be able, like they can voice an opinion, but should they? No. And that is the crux of the argument for almost everything at the end of the day is, can you versus should you?
You were so busy wondering if you
could. You didn't think
should.
And that's almost the argument for practically everything.
Life finds a way.
Finds a way. Yeah, no. Can they? Absolutely. But should they? No. It's almost like I really don't care what your opinion is when you're pretending to be a doctor on a TV show, but then you're trying to talk to me about medical care. Just because you're a doctor on a TV show does not mean you have any knowledge on this whatsoever.
What?
Yeah.
Get out of here, really?
What's your final thought on it?
I think entertainers have more power than they should over the general population because the proletariat passes their most of their time swathed in the entertainment industry. That's what they see day in, day out. They're like, oh yeah, Tom Cruise. I've seen him in a lot of stuff. He's gotta be a smart guy. He plays a lot of smart characters.
Okay, Karl Marx, whatever.
What?
The proletariat?
It's a very fitting word that encompasses the specific population that I mean. What's wrong with using the proper vernacular?
All right, that's some Communist Manifesto.
I'm not talking about seizing the means of production. We're not grabbing them by the pussy.
Yeah, but most, like, you can't say proletariat without people thinking immediately the
that's
Communist
not where
Manifesto.
I first saw it.
Oh, that's exactly where I thought of it and where I saw it.
A lot of communist readings.
I've read the
Your
Communist
cup is
Manifesto.
pretty red there, buddy. Your sheets are pretty red. I see a red tag on your bag over there. Wow.
I've read the Communist
Manifesto. Better dead than red, buddy. Newsflash, pal.
Yep. I've read the Communist Manifesto 3 times. Most recently was about a month ago. And I'm telling you, I was completely blown away by how ridiculous it was actually. Especially the last time I read it. I didn't realize how...
I think we're ranting. I think we need to close this session and start a different one. You're
right. So anyway, without obviously going on, we're at 35 minutes, 5 minutes over what I want my time limit to be. I hope all of you guys have a nice time. This has been the Tar and Feathered podcast.
Watch out so you don't get tarred and feathered. Keep your opinions short, simple, and educated.